come a bit closer. Hi everyone, welcome to Storytelling with Jaya, your maternity community champion, and my now 5-year-old son Phoenix. We're going to sing the hello song. Join in if you know it. Count me in please, Phoenix.
1, 2, 3. Ready now?
I am ready.
Go!
Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. It's time to say hello. Hello Jaya. Hello Phoenix. Hello everyone. It's time to say hello. So today you're going to have to put your toys down there because we need it to be nice and quiet so everyone can hear the story, okay? Today's story is called Raven and the Whale. It's an Inuit story. Do you remember who the Inuits are? Do you know where they live?
Igloo.
Ah. Do they live in igloos now?
Yeah.
Ah. What kind of homes do they live in now?
Houses.
Ah. And when did you learn about the Inuit people? Okay, so who told you about the Inuit people?
Laura.
Laura. And who's Laura?
My teacher.
Vale. So we learned this during lockdown. We learned that Inuit people don't really like to be called Eskimos, do they?
Eskimos.
Yeah.
What?
Do you remember we found out that Inuit people used to be called Eskimos and they don't actually like to be referred to as Eskimos. They used to back in the day, but now they prefer to be called Inuits, which is the definition of that is the people. So we know them as Inuits, don't we? Because we want them to be happy when we talk about them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't want them to feel sad, so we don't call them Eskimos. Anyway, back to the story. Raven and the Whale is the name of this story. And it was retold by Laura Sims. Oh, she has the same name as your professora. In the very beginning of time, the Inuit people say, Raven made the world. Raven was both a god and a bird with a man inside. After Raven created everything, he decided to remain on the earth. He loved the people and the animals, and he was curious about them all. Even though he had made the world, he did not know everything there was to know. Raven liked to paddle his kayak out into the sea. One day he saw a large whale. He said, I wonder what it looks like inside the belly of a whale. Raven waited until the whale yawned. When its mouth was wide open, he rode right in. He tied his kayak to one of the whale's teeth and started walking deeper inside the whale's body. The mouth of the whale closed behind him and it grew dark. Raven heard a sound like a drum or distant thunder. He walked until he came to the belly of the whale. The white bones of the whale's rib rose up around him like ivory pillars. In the center of the whale's belly, Raven saw a beautiful girl dancing. She had strings attached to her feet and hands stretching to the heart of the whale. Raven thought, she is so beautiful. I would like to take her out of this whale and marry her. So he said to her, I am Raven. I made the world. Will you come with me into the world and be my wife? The maiden replied, Raven, I cannot leave the whale. I am the heart and the soul of the whale. But if you want to stay here and keep me company, that would make me happy. Raven threw back his beak, revealing his human face. He tossed back his wings and sat with his hands on his knees. He watched the girl as she danced. When she danced quickly, the whale soared through the water. When she danced slowly, the whale floated calmly. Soon, the girl danced so slowly that she stopped moving and her eyes closed. Raven felt a cool wind from the world blow. Let's say that bit again. Raven felt a cool wind from the world blow through the spout of the whale. He thought again of taking the girl with him into the world. He felt human desire, and he forgot what she said. Raven pulled his beak back down over his face and covered his arms with his wings. He grabbed the girl. He heard the string snap as he flew with her out of the whale up into the sky. As he flew, Raven heard the whale thrashing below in the ocean. He watched the whale's body as it was tossed by the waves and onto the shore. The whale was dead, and the girl in his arms grew smaller and smaller and disappeared. Raven realized that everything that is alive has a heart and a soul, and everything in the world is born and dies. He was overcome with great sorrow. He was so sad that he landed on the sand beside the body of the whale. For weeks he cried and cried. Then Raven began to dance. He danced for weeks. Then Raven began to sing. He sang for weeks and weeks until his heart was soothed. Then he flew back up into the sky. He promised the humans and the animals that he would always return to this world as long as we cared for one another and understood that everything in this world lives and dies. And every human and animal has a heart and soul. Raven's tears were the first tears. His dance and his song of grief and healing were the first song and the first dance. What do you think about that?
Good.
What do you think about the raven?
Good.
Do you think it was okay for him to take the dancing lady? Why?
Because
Yes. I'm waiting.
I don't know.
Oh. All that time and you don't know. All right, guys. Why don't you have a think about that? Was it right for the whale to take the dancing lady? Do you remember what the dancing lady represented? And what lesson do you think the raven learnt from his experience? Some nice messages in that story. We hope you enjoyed it. So we'll see you next week. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.